as we give an update on a couple of issues, many of which you have been following, and we thought it's important to update us on the latest on the goings on. When we last communicated, I did inform us that I had written to the Speaker asking her to convene the Parliamentary Commission meeting for us to talk about the goings on, the issues that are out there in the public, issues of accountability to do with the Commission, to do with the Speaker's office and Parliament in general. And because the Commission is the one that is in charge of this institution and especially the financial affairs of this institution. The Speaker wrote back to me, and in this her letter, she explained saying, you see, because of the budget process that is ongoing and so on, the Commission can only meet after 30th June. In other words, July, August, September, I don't know when, but she said there can't be a Commission meeting before 30th June. I understand the last time the Commission met was in August of last year. So if you're saying you can't have any Commission meeting before 30th June, that means a year will have elapsed without the Commission sitting. And the question I've been putting to her is, who then sits as the Commission? Is the Speaker turning herself into the Commission, and for that matter sitting and taking decisions on behalf of the Commission? Because that's ultra-vires. She's the chairperson of the Commission, but she's not the Commission. Those are two distinct things. Just like she's the Speaker of Parliament, but she's not Parliament. She can't sit in her office and make laws. We make those laws with her presiding. So likewise, the Commission takes decisions with her chairing, but not her sitting and taking decisions. And so that's problem one. The second issue, I did ask her to recall Parliament for a plenary sitting for us to discuss these issues, because these are critical matters. She did recall Parliament, as you saw. We raised these issues, but she did not give these matters adequate attention. If anything, she kept scapegoating until she quickly adjourned. I mean, you saw how she told a lie that, okay, let's first lay the papers, ministerial policy statements, afterwards to get to those issues. Then she quickly adjourned. For obvious reasons, because there's a lot she's trying to hide. And we are saying we will not allow for anything to be hidden. We are going to be insistent on these issues. Because it's my job as a leader of the opposition to keep government in check. And as I have said severally, government includes the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. So as I insist on these issues, I don't have anything personal with the Speaker. I'm simply doing my job. The other issue was we asked Parliament to comprehensively respond to these concerns that have been raised in the public. That has not happened. So what I have done, I have written to a couple of entities. I've written to the IGG, Financial Intelligence Authority, DPP, and the Auditor General, asking them to operate within their mandate to investigate matters of financial impropriety and other issues that are happening here at Parliament. Because those entities are put in place by law and they have different mandates, which mandates we expect them to operate within. And perhaps before I get to the detail of the letters, I'm going to show you the letters that I did write and the content therein. Just to remind us the issues that we are also putting before these entities that we want them to look into. Issues that we have severally talked about. One is per diem of the Speaker, because the Speaker, in a period of 164 days, actually 146 days, she received 2.6 billion shillings as per diem. When you do the tabulation, it shows that every single day she was being paid over 4,000 US dollars. And yet the per diem of the Speaker is 990 US dollars. So we want that matter investigated because it's got to be explained. Did the speaker sit and decide I have now changed my commission? She does not have those powers. I mean, that I've changed my per diem, she does not have those powers. Number two, and even more problematic, is the speaker did not struggle for all these engagements. In fact, one of them that happened in Midrand, South Africa, for which she got, per diem of 318 million shillings for 20 days. We understand there was no Uganda delegation to that meeting. So the speaker did not travel. Just like for many of these others. Maybe she went for a day or two or whatever, but she claimed all of this money. And yet, she is claiming a lot more than she's entitled to. So there are two problems there. You are entitled to $990 per day, but you are giving yourself $4,000 per day. Number two, that we don't believe the speaker traveled for all these days. Because the speaker has never been away for... What it would mean is that last year, she was away for half the year. That's not true. The speaker is always here, even when she will go away. I mean, there's a time she had twins. 2 weeks later, she was back to presiding over the House. So there's no evidence to show that last year the speaker was away for half the year, for about 6 months. And so these are critical issues that we are concerned about. Of course, there's per diem to the clerk, which also needs to be explained because some trips he was meant to be here and then the dates were clashing with another trip for which he got per diem. How does that happen? And he's the accounting officer. By the way, for him, his problems might be more because he's the accounting officer. He's the one who is meant to authorize all the releases, financial releases of Parliament. Except if he tells us that he has been torpedoed by the speaker, then he needs to explain that. But he's the accounting officer. So he has got to explain not just his per diems, but all these monies at Parliament. That's important. Of course, there's per diem of the speaker's husband whenever she travels. He goes with her. At some point, they were in Kigali and at the same time in Nairobi. How? Does not make sense. The other issues are staffing concerns, as we did raise them. That there are several people who have been hired by Parliament irregularly. And that's even captured in the Auditor General's report. People who have got jobs here, they earn a salary, but they are hardly here. We understand they are operating in people's private businesses, but they earn a salary from Parliament. That's illegal. While the staff that we need to operate here cannot, be availed, contracts cannot be renewed, but you're hiring people from wherever, and they're earning money for not doing work. The other issue is, of course, the commission, people who sat and they awarded themselves money irregularly. That has got to be looked into as well. Then there's the speaker's community outreaches, where billions of shillings